There's a place inside you that no one can take away. Not silence, not solitude. Something steadier than both. The Romans called it the inner citadel, a quiet fortress within the mind that no storm from the outside world could ever fully breach. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who carried the weight of an empire on his shoulders, wrote about this fortress often, not as a king giving orders, but as a tired man reminding himself where true rest could still be found. Tonight, we'll walk through 8 quiet lessons on solitude and on returning home to that steady place within yourself. You don't need to do anything but listen and let your mind settle. Let's begin. People often think peace must be found somewhere far away. A quiet coast, a mountain range, some distant place they haven't yet reached. You felt that pull too, the wish to escape to somewhere calmer, somewhere untouched by noise. But there's a simpler retreat, one that's always within reach, no matter where your body happens to be. You can turn inward any moment you choose. No mountain required, no ocean, no long journey needed. The stillest place you'll ever find is your own mind, once you learn to settle into it fully. Real rest was never about location. It was always about the order you carry within yourself. So the next time you feel the urge to run somewhere else for peace, pause first. Look inward instead. It may already be waiting there for you. To turn inward is not the same as turning away from others. Cutting yourself off from people entirely is like cutting off your own hand. It doesn't make you stronger. It only leaves you incomplete, missing a part of what you were made to be. Solitude, rightly understood, isn't an escape from the world around you. It's a quiet return to yourself, so that you can meet that world again with a clearer, steadier heart. You were made to belong to something larger than your own mind alone. Even in your quietest, most private moments, that thread connecting you to others should remain intact. Rest within, but don't disappear from those who need you or from the life you share with them. You may notice, some days, how far you feel from the person you once hoped to become. Let that feeling pass gently, without gripping it too tightly. You don't need the world to certify your progress. You don't need to be seen as wise, accomplished, or finished with your growing. What matters is simply this: living according to your own nature, today, as fully and honestly as you can manage. No one's opinion of you can add anything real to that effort, and no one's criticism can take it away either. So release the need to be admired for how far you've come. Just keep walking the path that's actually yours. A cluttered life pulls you in 100 directions at once. Too many wants, too many things to manage, protect, and worry over. But a simple life, one built on only what is truly needed, hands back to you a quiet kind of command over yourself. You don't need excess to feel whole. You don't need more than enough to feel secure. The less you depend on from the outside world, the less that world has the power to shake you. This isn't about giving everything up. It's about noticing what you can set down and feeling how much lighter you become once you do. When someone wrongs you or acts in a way that frustrates you, the easiest response is to point outward, to blame them entirely for how you now feel. But look closer, and you'll find something quieter and more useful. Show them gently where they've gone wrong, if the moment calls for it, and take whatever is genuinely useful from what they say or do, even if the rest isn't worth keeping. But do not hand them the keys to your own peace of mind. Their error is theirs to carry. Your response is yours alone to shape. This isn't about excusing harm. It's about refusing to let someone else's mistake become the reason your own inner world falls into disorder. So much of our suffering comes from gripping tightly to things that were never meant to stay. A person, a season of life, a version of yourself that has already changed. Craving to hold on to what is temporary only guarantees pain when it eventually shifts, as everything eventually does. This isn't a reason for sadness, it's simply the nature of things. Nothing in this world was built to remain fixed forever. Once you understand this fully, a strange kind of ease begins to settle in. You can enjoy what you have while you have it, fully and without guilt, and still release it without being shattered when the time for release arrives. There is a part of you that governs how you respond to everything, the quiet, reasoning center of who you are. This part cannot be forced, bribed, or dragged somewhere it doesn't choose to go, unless you allow it. The noise of the outside world, the opinions, the chaos, the unexpected setbacks, all of it remains external to this inner ruling part unless you personally invite it in. This means you hold more power than it often feels like you do. You cannot always choose what happens around you, but you can almost always choose what your mind does with it. That quiet, governing center of yours deserves to be protected and trusted. No matter how far the day pulls you, no matter how much noise gathers around you, there is always a way back. This inner citadel, the calm, steady center of who you are, has been with you the entire time. It was never lost. It was only waiting for you to remember it. You don't need permission to return here. You don't need the perfect circumstances. You only need to pause, breathe, and turn your attention inward, gently, the way you'd return to a home you've always known. Let this be the place you come back to, again and again, for as long as you need. You are safe here. You are still here. And this moment, quiet as it is enough. And now, rest here. You've found your way back to that quiet place within, the one that was always waiting for you. Carry it gently with you into sleep. Sleep well.